good. So on the screen.
24th of December, Rabbi Furst, Pierke Avos.
Okay. Good. Thank you, Lou. As Lou mentioned, this is Rabbi Shlomo Furst here. Yeshiva Summer now here in Shemaim Care of Zoom. This is our first year this morning, learning Pirkei Avos, the sixth parak, the second Mishnah. We're learning the Parish Pirkei Moshe. If I'm not mistaken, we are in paragraph number 10. Okay. Yeah, Lou, would you like to do a bit of reading for us this morning?
Thank you. I would love to.
Yeah. That should be, I think, the first paragraph on the second page of the document, paragraph number 10.
Right. Uminayan ata lamad she'ein ahava zu ella lashon Talmud. From where do you learn that you don't love that this love is not that this love is only an expression in the Talmud?
Okay. All right. So again, let's just refresh our memories a bit. We're in the middle of the Medrash Tanchuma. Okay, this is the Medrash Tanchuma, which is talking about the difference between Torah Shebiksav and Torah Sheba'al Peh, right? And therefore is in enumerating the various different differences between Torah Shebiksav and Torah Sheba'al Peh. So the expression of Ava, right, is something which is referenced to Talmud, to Torah Sheba'al Peh. That lashon of Ava is something which is regulated to Torah Sheba'al Peh and not to Torah Shebiksav.
Okay. So when it says lashon Talmud, it's referring to Torah Sheba'al Peh?
No, yeah, Talmud is definitely the Torah Sheba'al Peh. Correct. That's right. Correct. Now, Ava, the reference of Ava, when talking about having love, the love that a person's expected to have and is capable of having, applies to Torah Sheba'al Peh, meaning to the Talmud.
Right. But it wants to know, where do we know that from? So Ra'ei ma kasiv acharav v'hayu hadvarim ha'ela asher anochi mitzavacha hayom al v'vecha. So we see that which is written afterwards, and it will be, and they will be these words that I command you today on your heart. V'i zeh Talmud shehu al halev have omer ush nanasam levanecha zu Talmud shet tarich shanon. So we see that which is written afterwards, and there will be these words that I command you on your heart. And if this, what is this word zeh? What is the two zeh? What does the second zeh mean?
Okay. It's like this again. So again, we're trying to bring a proof that limud, which is incorporated into it, an ava, is in reference to learning the Talmud Torah Sheba'al Peh, and from we can see this when it says Ra Masha ma kasav acharav. Take a look what's written afterwards. That says, "Hi, v'hayu ha'devarim ha'ela she'anochi mitzavka hayom al levavecha." Right. So this is the pasuk that's written right after the statement we make in the Kriya Shema. So it says, "Ve'ezeh." That's a question. Ve'ezeh, what is this? Right? What is the Ela Devarim? The question is, what are these Devarim? What are the Devarim? Ve'ezeh, what are the Devarim? Zed Talmud. Zed, this is Talmud. Shu al Halev, which is upon the person's heart.
Okay. Uh, and I'm sorry, not and. Um, it says, uh, and you will teach them to your children. This is the Talmud that is needed to be taught.
Right. It says, Shu al Halev, Talmud, that should be al on your heart. How you omer, because on that it says Vishnanta lebenecha, and it says Vishnanta lebenecha, that which you should teach to your children, zu Talmud surach shinun. This is Talmud. This is the learning Gemara, which is needing shinun. Shinun is constant involvement and review.
Lalamdach she parsha rishona she
Shebekriyashma. Shebekriyashma. The Parsha Rishona, the first paragraph of Kriyashma.
of Kriya Shema. Ein ba perush matan shchana.
Matan Sarah, the Matan Sarah, the giving of reward. Right? In the first Parsha of Kriyashma, the first of the three paragraphs of Kriyashma that we read once in the morning and once at night, Ein ba perish matan schara ba'olam hazeh. There's no reference to the reward that a person receives in olam hazeh. Excuse me.
It's saying what in the first paragraph?
That's right. You take a look in the first paragraph, and there'll be no reference to any rewards that you receive in
Right.
olam hazeh.
In this world, okay. As it is written in the explanation, Shania v'haya im shemoa tishma'u, v'gomer, etc. As it is written in the explanation, what is this word shania?
That it's in the Kamosha Kasab part, as it is written in the second paragraph of the Shema, which is Vayim Shemoah, Tishmu. Good morning, Mayor. Shavua Tov.
Good morning.
Morning, Maria.
Morning.
Okay, we're in paragraph 10 of your document there.
Okay, very good. I have it right in front of me. Thank you.
Very good. It
So,
may pay if you don't mind. It may pay if you want. We can take out one of your Sidurim there and look at the Shema that we say. Let's take a look. We'll go through a quick perusal of the first and second paragraphs, and you'll see the drastic difference between the two.
okay,
You
so
take a look at
Im Shema Tishma'u is the second paragraph.
that's the second. So
Right.
let's look at the first paragraph. Look at the first paragraph of Shema there. You can read it. You can read it all. Yeah, Hebrew, we're probably all familiar with the Hebrew. If you like, you can read the first paragraph of Shema.
You shall love Hashem your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your might. Let these matters that I command you today be upon your heart. Teach them thoroughly to your children, and speak of them while you sit in your house, while you walk on the way, when you retire, and when you arise. Bind them as a sign upon your arm, and let them be tefillin between your eyes, and write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates. That's the first paragraph.
Right.
There's no
Right. So
mention of reward in
if you
there.
notice, there's no reference to anything about reward in that paragraph. Absolutely no
Right.
reference of rewards. In contrast, now take a look at the second paragraph.
And it will come to pass that if you continually hearken to my commandments that I command you today, to love Hashem your God and to serve him with all your heart and with all your soul, then I will provide rain for your land in its proper time. So now that's a reward. The early rain and the late rain, that you may gather in your grain, your wine, your oil, more reward. I will provide grass in your field for your cattle, and you will eat and be satisfied, more reward. Beware lest your heart be seduced, and you turn astray and serve gods of others and bow down to them. Then the wrath of Hashem will be blaze against you. He will strain the heavens so there will be no rain, and the ground will not yield its produce. So that's punishment. And you will swiftly be banished from the goodly land which Hashem gives you. Place these words of mine upon your heart and upon your soul. Bind them for a sign upon your arm, and let them be filling between your eyes. Teach them to your children, to discuss them while you sit in your home, while you walk on the way, when you retire and when you rise. And write them on the doorposts of your house and upon your gates, in order to prolong your days and the days of your children upon the ground that Hashem has sworn to your ancestors to give them, like the days of the heaven on the earth. That's the second paragraph.
Very good. So you see many references to reward in the second paragraph. In contrast, there are absolutely no references to reward in the first paragraph.
Right.
So that's what he's pointing out here.
Okay. The nasati matar artechem ze matan schar oske mitzvos. So when it says natati, I will give you rain in your land. This is a gift of reward for involvement in the mitzvos. She'ein oskin the Talmud, and it's not for involvement in Talmud.
Right. So that reference to that the person's going to get the matar sechem, that's a reference to the reward given to those people who are involved with mitzvahs and not involved with Talmud, with learning Gemara.
Ubeferish Shenaya Kasiv Ba V'chol Levavchem V'chol Shechem V'lo Kasav V'chol Meodecha Me'adchem Lil Madcha Shekol Mi She'ohev Osher the Tanud Eino Yachol Lilmod Torah. So in the explanation of the second paragraph that's written in it, with all your heart and with all your soul, and it's not written with all of your might, to teach that everyone who loves wealth and honor is not able to learn Torah.
Right, because it's the lack of the final third expression, modecha, all your resources, right? That's coming to teach us shekol misha oisher v'tanug eini yochel lilmod Torah. That anyone who has a affinity, a desire for wealth and pleasure, eini yochel lilmod Torah. He's not able to learn Torah. Shabbat peh, Torah Shabbat peh.
So that's why it then says I will give rain, etc. Because since the person can't learn Torah, he needs rain.
No, the reward he's giving rewards for uh the rewards which are mentioned in the second paragraph, right? So the first point that he mentioned was giving the rain. That's matan scarlo say mitzvahs, right? That's the reward that a person gets for performing mitzvahs, and not for being oisik in Talmud in learning. And the prepares when it says in the second parsha, "B'chol levavichem, b'chol nafshechem," and it's lacking the statement of "b'chol meodechem." That's teaching you that anybody who is interested and has a love for wealth and the pleasures in a yochel lilmod Torah, he's not able to learn Torah Shabbat Peh. He's going to explain a little bit more, but let's see how he develops the idea here.
But I'm confused because I mean the way I read it, it's a good thing, and he's saying it's a bad thing. I'm reading it, if you will serve me with all your heart and all your soul, I'll give you grain and wine and oil and all this good stuff. And he's saying it's a bad thing, that it doesn't say Modecha, therefore you're not serving Hashem with everything.
No, because you don't need that. The point is you don't need it. The lack of in the second paragraph, the expression Modecha is lacking, whereas it was in the first paragraph. In the first paragraph, it was there because Hashem, you were doing that. You had that. But here in the second paragraph, where it's lacking Modecha, because that's not what you're serving Hashem with, because it's not necessary to have that to serve Hashem in terms of limit. You don't have to have Modecha to learn to be able to learn Kadosh Baruch Hu's Torah Shabbat Peh.
Right.
So therefore, it's not necessary to mention about Modecha. And the remiss to that,
Why does
the
it say
deeper,
he's not able? He's not able to learn the Torah.
because if you're interested, if your person's going to have that, that's going to take away from his ability to learn Torah Shabbat Peh. Therefore, that's lacking here. The fact that it's lacking in the second paragraph is an indication that it's not there. Why is it not there? Because if it would be there, then they wouldn't be able to learn Torah Shabbat Peh.
Okay. Should I go on?
Yeah.
What is this abbreviation?
Which abbreviation you're the
Shin,
Torah Shabbat Peh?
Shin Bet Ayin Pei.
That's Torah Shabbat Peh.
Baal Peh. Baal Peh. Lefi sheyesh ba tzar gadol v'nadur shina v'yesh mivla u'minaval atzmo ale aleha lefichach matan schara. So because that there is in it difficulty, great
Okay.
difficulty.
In the learning of Torah Shabbat Peh, there is difficulty.
What is nadud?
When Nadud Shena, he deprives himself of sleep.
And there is what is mivala?
There is I don't want to say confusion, but there is there are paradoxes. There are paradoxes.
Paradoxes. And what is the next word? Naval?
V'nivla atzmo, he distresses himself over it. Or actually, better yet, he's confounded over it.
Right. Okay. Lefichach matan schara. Therefore, he is given reward.
Ba'olam haba.
La'olam haba, in the world to come. To come. Shneamar ha'am ha'olchim ha'holchim b'chashach roy ra'u or gadol. As it says, the nation. What is holchim?
The nation is whole. They go from holech v'lech. They're going b'choshek. They're going in darkness.
They will see a great light.
Right. The nation that they are going in darkness sees a great light.
Or gadol, or shenivra, bayom rishon, sheganzu hakadosh baruch hu le'amlei Torah. So a great light, a light that was created on the first day, that it was decreed by Hashem.
That word is sheganzu. Sheganzu. It was stored away, not goizer. There's no rich in that word. Sheganzu. It was stored away. Kadosh Baruch Hu.
Stored away by Hashem for forever. The Almei Torah, for what is the Almei Torah?
La'amale from Amal, those who are put forth great efforts in learning Torah Shabbat Peh.
For the ones who put great efforts into learning Torah, they get the light.
Yeah, Torah Shabbat Peh, specifically Torah Shabbat Peh.
Torah Shabbat Peh. Excuse me. B'yom uvalayla she vizchusan haolam omeid shneemar. That they're learning Shabbat Peh day and night, and their reward forever stands as it is stated.
They're learning Yom V'Layla u'bezuchusan ha'olam oimed. They're learning
I'm not hearing you.
You're frozen.
I can't hear you, Roy.
Huh?
Mayor, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm here.
Uh,
Looks
Rabbi,
like the
I
rabbi
can't hear you.
froze.
Mm.
Something's wrong with my computer.
No, well,
No, because I went down for a minute, then it brought me back up. I don't know what happened.
Rabbi Furst is frozen on my computer.
Yeah, I can't even see him. My window is trashed here. Let's see, full screen. Try that.
Mm.
Yeah, he went down, so he'll probably boot himself back up.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yes, we are back. There we go. Everything's back.
So let's see, where was I? Kiamar Hashem, I think. Im lo barisi yomam belayla chukos shemayim. If there is not a covenant day and night, the laws of heaven, the arts and the earth, lo shemati, will not be heard. I will not hear. E ze hu bris she nahog. If this covenant that is nahog is bayom uvalayla. What is shenahog?
That it's in effect. Yom V'Layla. It's in effect day and night.
Day and night. Zu Talmud B'chein hu omer. This is the Talmud, and thus it says, Ko Amar Hashem. Thus says Hashem, Im tifru es berisi hayom ve'es berisi halayla gam berisi chafar tefar es David avdei v'gomer. Because thus says Hashem, if tafru es brisi. What is tafru?
Tafrut means to undo it, to renounce the bris.
If you renounce the bris today, and the bris in the day and the bris in the night, also my bris, I will renounce David, my servant. Va'omar ki im ha Toras Hashem Chaftu Uvid Toraso Yaga Yomam V'Laila. As it says, because with the Torah of Hashem, Chavtzu is to desire, if it's desired,
Yes.
and his Torah, Yaga. What is Yaga?
Yoga to put forth efforts.
He puts forth efforts into the Torah day and night. All right, I read the words, but I lost the flow.
Okay, 1 second. One second. Okay, so again, so we had over here, we had those who are learning Torah Bal Peh Yom V'Layla, in the schus of them, the world exists. Kol Mar Hashem, Lo Brisi Yom V'Layla, Hukim Shemayim V'Lo Samti. If it wasn't for my bris that was being observed, my covenant was being observed Yom V'Layla, day and night. Hukim Shemayim V'Lo Samti. The natural laws of heaven and earth, I wouldn't institute. So what is this bris? What is this covenant, which is in effect day and night? Zu Talmud. That's Talmud, learning Torah Sheba'al Peh. V'kein Omer. It says also likewise, Kol Mar Hashem im tafir brisi hayom v'ez brisi halayla. If you will renounce the bris of the day and the bris of the night, Gam brisi tefer as David Avdika. I would also renege on the bris between with that of David Avdicha. David, my servant. Ki im b'Torah Hashem chefzo v'so yigim v'loida. Because it's only as David HaMelech said. David HaMelech only said it. Only his only absolute interest and concern was only ki im b'Torah Hashem chefzo. His whole desire was Torah Hashem. So yigim v'loida. And in his Torah, he will put forth efforts at night and during the day. Okay.
All right, biter, or are we done for today?
Quarter of. It's a good time to stop. I think you're not going to. The next paragraph 12 is pretty big, so it may be better to stop before we start it, and we'll pick up tomorrow. Mitzvah Shem. Roy, have a good afternoon. Hope to see you tomorrow.
Likewise. Yeah.
Okay, and we'll start the Mr. Bruce here shortly after we take a little bit of a break, and hope to see you all then.
I'm not feeling so well, so I'm gonna lay down. And I'm not sure how long I'm gonna lay down for. I'll leave the recording on. And if I feel okay after 15 or 20 minutes, I'll come back.
Okay, Refuah Shalema.
Thank you. Yeah, I've been sick over the weekend.
Okay, you should feel. You should feel good.
Thank
Hope
you.
to see you.